Good morning, guys. Happy Sunday. So today we're going to make a bodysuit. So before I put my pieces together, I just wanted to kind of show you guys what the pieces look like, because a lot of time I think we probably get intimidated of making a full bodysuit. And a full bodysuit is nothing but, you know, if I'm gonna explain it simple. You have a pair of pants on the bottom and a shirt on the top, and you connect it at the waistline. That's a bodysuit. So to me, clothes is like a puzzle, putting it back together. So a lot of stuff we get intimidated by, and it's not that deep. So this is one leg. No, I'm sorry, this is two legs of the leopard print bodysuit that I'm making. So I got them I put one inside, so you put them right side together. So this is the pants for the bottom. This two legs, so I got one in here, right sides together. So you'll take out a pair of your leggings and trace them, and you put it together, and you do your measurements. So like you take a pair of leggings that fits you just perfect. You take a pair your shirt and you do your measurement. So when you want to do a bodysuit, because you don't want to have that pulling between your legs, you start at your true waistline and take the tape measure and go all in between your legs all the way to the middle where your butt cracks, so you can get that dip. And then your butt is larger than the front, so when you make your front will be one way and the back will be just a little bit more because of the dip from your buttock. So when you do that measurement for the bodysuit, it's important to have that, because a lot of time once you connect it, the bodysuit have the tendency to pull between your legs, and you be like, oh wow, you know what I mean? So take the measurements from your true waist and go all the way in between your legs, like in the middle, and then you get that number. So my inseam going into the crotch was like 13, 14, because if you don't, you will connect it, but you will have that pulling where it'll be pulling it and make it look like you got a big one down there. It look like you got a big one. So these is the sleeves. So you take out your measurements, you do the sleeves, and this is a 4-way spandex. So these are the sleeves to the bodysuit, okay? These are sleeves, you cut them identical. So these are the sleeves to the bodysuit, okay? So first I will connect the pants together or whatever, the shirt. So then this is the bias piece, okay? So with this is the bias piece. So I got my front, see this? And if y'all see this shirt, stop right here at my true waist. So this is the bias piece, but the back, I did a split. So with my bodysuits, I have stopped kind of putting the zippers in the back, because I noticed they be harder to zip when you do that. So this is real spandecky. So if y'all see, I put a split in the back. So that split is in the back so that I'll be able to get my body in there. And then this is what this piece is. So I'm going to take this bias piece and I'm going to take it going all the way around one side of the neck, all the way around to the other side of the neck, right? To it meets like in the back here, right? So it's gonna meet in the back right back here, right? And I'm gonna leave it, because instead of putting a zipper, I have the ability to tie this bodysuit together without having somebody that I gotta be like, oh, can you zip me? Oh, can you unzip me? Oh, can you zip me? Oh, can you unzip me? So I do it that way, because having bodysuits, they're amazing, but they're also annoying that you gotta find somebody to almost go to the bathroom with you to unzip and zip. And what if you somewhere by yourself? Now you're going to be asking a total stranger, oh, please, can you unzip me? And some people probably be like, get somebody else to do it. So this is the art of making a bodysuit. Is nothing but, if you break it down, a pair of pants at the bottom, a shirt at the top, and you connecting it together at the waistline, and that makes the bodysuit. So don't be intimidated. Clothes is like a puzzle. Take your time, follow those direct measurements. Like I say, this fabric have a lot of spandex in it, a whole lot. So when you get a lot of fabric like this, got a lot, pins don't do too good in it, so they slip out, they move around. But this has a lot of spandex. So I just wanted to share that with y'all before I put this together, and just give y'all the tips on making these bodysuits and stuff like that. So they're real simple. Making clothes, period, is simple. Start out small, start out small and then just work your way. Now, I started out sewing spandex material, but I've learned later when I went to school and all that, they say spandex material is harder to sew. And I'm like, really? Why is that? Because I guess it moves around. But I just got so comfortable and confident in doing it it didn't appear that way to me. So I feel like you could sew and make anything. Just put your mind to it and take your time. If you guys want to learn to sew without a pattern again, even though I went to school, but a lot of my learning came from Misha TV. So rest in peace, Misha. But a lot of my stuff that I've learned, I watch her clone clothes without a pattern, and right to this day, I don't buy commercial pattern. I never did a commercial pattern. Everything I do, I make my own patterns from cloning my clothes or from going off drafting and direct measurements. I don't buy commercial patterns. I remember this lady was making clothes for me, and I wanted a sweetheart dress, and I remember she was searching high and low to find a sweetheart, and I was thinking in my mind, if you sew, you can't just make that. But realized later in life she didn't make her own patterns, so she wasn't comfortable to do that. But did she have the skills to sew? Yes, but she just would go around and search for a pattern, then drafting and making her own sweetheart pattern. Like, you know, they got so many method and ways where you put the tape right on a person's body and you clone the perfect, you know, measurements from it. So with that being said, guys, you guys have a happy Sunday. But this is what you would do to create and make a bodysuit. I hope that this helped you. Remember, you could do anything you put your mind to. Baby steps. You want to start sewing, go to Walmart. You know, get you, don't get them mini machines. Get you a machine, a normal size one. It might cost you $140, and start out basic. The first thing you do is, like a cell phone, get your grandma, auntie, or somebody that sews, show you how to do the basic sewing, like to do the straight stitch, the zigzag stitch, the back stitch, how to thread it, if the needle break, how to change it. So the operations of that sewing machine, get somebody to teach you. That's the very first thing I did. I went to a class and got somebody to teach me the operations of the sewing machine. Because if you don't know the operations of the sewing machine, then you don't know nothing. That's the very first thing I learned. Then I started learning all the other things. So I took a class. I went online, and it was these sewing classes. So I went to a sewing class, and I paid like $100 for 1 hour, but they taught me the basics of a sewing machine, and that really took me a long way to the art of sewing. So that's what you do, guys. If you've never sewn before, don't be intimidated. You could do it. I had never had any sewing experience, but I was just determined to do it. So determination will get you anywhere you want to go. So with that being said, happy Sunday. That is how you will put your bodysuit together. Always follow your measurements, you know what I mean? So you always do your bust, waist, hips, you know what I mean? But doing a bodysuit, you want to go from your neck down all the way in between your leg. Maybe you do that crotch, because a bodysuit is connected. And the last thing you want to do is get that bodysuit and get the pulling. And then that's when you get the big camel's toe, when you have too much pulling in the crotch of your pants. So always make sure you do that measurement. So when you're going from here, going all the way down in between your legs. But like I measure my crotch on my actual pants too. So when I had that wiggle room. See how much wiggle room I got in this? These actually going to be probably a little too long because of the spandex, and I wind up cutting it. But I ain't going to have that problem with the pulling in between my legs. So happy Sunday, guys. This is the bodysuit that I'm making. And I just wanted to share the steps with you on how I put this together. A lot of times, sometimes people don't believe you if you don't show the steps. They're like, did you really make that? And I'll be telling you, yeah. So now, a lot of times when I go out, because I'm not marketing, people will be like, beautiful outfit. I'll be like, thank you. I don't even tell people no more that I made it, because right now, I'm not marketing to sell to nobody. So I just take the compliment and keep going. So wait a minute, last story. So I was in a grocery store, and I'm getting my groceries. And I've always kind of got this, so I kind of like ignored it. But this man was like, he stopped and he was like, and I was like, and I have a funky style. Like when I go out, I have a, you know, unique style. So I've always kind of got that. Like when I go outside, even before I start making my clothes. Gino said, good morning. You say good morning? Yeah, I've always got that. So he was staring really hard, and I'm like, oh my gosh. And I'm like, he's rude, you know. Then I thought maybe he could be, you know, on some racist stuff because the way he was staring. Then finally, I was getting ready to leave out, and he had checked out, but he was bagging his stuff up in the next line, and I was, and he said, I'm so sorry to stare at you. but you look so beautiful to me. Me realize I made you uncomfortable. I guess he could see that I got uncomfortable with him, the way he was. And he said, I'm sorry, didn't mean no harm. No, make you uncomfortable. So sorry. He said, you very beautiful woman, very beautiful woman. And I was like, thank you. So it made me feel a lot better to, for him to, kind of like, to validate, like, why? Because, some of these people out snatching people, I know people, I don't know, people be saying they normally, when they traffic people, it be younger people, but it's just sick people out here. So you always kind of be aware of your surroundings, and you can't be too friendly, because people will appear, remember Ted Bundy, as he needed help and be this, that, and that, and they don't. I remember a guy, an older guy, he had these things like for his arms, and he was riding a moped. He was over here by my townhome, so this moped had went out, and I saw the man, and he was on the ground. The first thing I thought is he fell. He's an older man, and I said, are you okay? He said, yes. I said, do you need some help? He said, can you please? So I parked my car. My sister said, girl, don't be going to help that man. I said, for some reason, I really feel like this gentleman needs some help. I said, sis, he got two metal of them. I don't know how that man was riding a moped, but he said he was an engineer, retired, and the spark plug, he was test driving. He lived in one of these big houses over here, but the spark plug went out. He said if he can just get home and get that wrench, he can come back. But, he's too old to walk. It was, he's very older guy. Probably this guy looked like probably was close to finna be in his 80s, but I know that probably wasn't his age. So I went and got my neighbor, because I was like, okay, if you help him, it's two better than one. I went, I said, hey, I need your help. She said, what? I said, it's an older gentleman that's over here, and he's on the ground, and he's not not hurt. I said, but he's trying to fix his moped, and he said he needs to get a socket. I said, so I want to take him to get a socket, but at the same time, I don't want to be in a car with him by myself. He said he lived literally right around the corner. Come and get in a car with me, and come go with me. I said, because I'm not going to go with him by myself. And she was like, oh, okay. So sure enough, we got in a car. That man went to his house, and like I said, he was helpless because he had these metal rods, like he couldn't even stand up. Then the way he got out of the car, he even had brace on his legs. But I was like, wow, he is so resilient to be this old and still active and doing this. So we went, and he got the socket and came back, and I dropped him back off, and sure enough, he got it running. So I was like, I told myself, I said, this felt different. I felt like I needed to help him. I didn't feel like he was posing. I know you can't necessarily tell that, but my instinct was right. He needed the help. I got him the help he needed, and, nothing crazy. But yes, definitely be aware of your surroundings, and people will appear like they need help. And I notice now that they even using ladies to lure people, So yeah, don't be trusting of everybody. And if your gut is telling you something wrong, just be like, oh no, I'm on my way to work. Sorry, don't have the time. I can't help you, So kind of, like that, like, just let them know you don't have the time. You on your lunch break or something, if you feel something. But with that being said, guys, that's how you make a bodysuit. And thank you guys for listening and watching. And when I get this all done, I'll let y'all see how it go. Okay. So I got inspired by Dolce & Gabbana for making this bodysuit. This gonna go with that cheetah print, that leopard print jacket and the hat or whatever. So I kind of got inspired by Dolce & Gabbana. So y'all pull it up. Dolce & Gabbana, she had on a real cheetah jacket, fur coat, go all the way down to the ground. She had on a bodysuit, and it was really sexy. Okay, guys, thanks for watching. Toodles. Okay, so we're going to do a dry fitting. So I have connected the bottom part of the pants to the bodysuit. Remember, I said that I was going to take it in a little bit. So I did take it in a little bit. It does appear that dots is going to have to go in the back, because from where your butt and your back have that arch, sometimes you will get the fabric will kind of indent in. So I will have to put, yeah, 2 darts in the back. So when I make these videos, so I said to everybody that I have a lot of anxiety, and I actually have a fear of public speaking. I get extremely nervous around people or talking in front of people and stuff like that. I get extremely nervous. So a lot of my videos, y'all will hear me say, you guys. And I notice some people would go on there and they would count, oh my God, I'm getting so annoyed with you saying you guys. So it's either gonna be because your brain is thinking when you're doing these live videos and you're not reading nothing, your brain is thinking what's the next thing to say. So it's either gonna be like so a lot of my videos I used to be like or take that pause. What's that senator that be doing speeches, and you know he's getting a little older now, and he'll be talking and he'll talk and all of a sudden he'll just freeze, his brain will freeze. So bear with me. Like I'm not good at public speaking. I'm not good at public speaking at all. I get very nervous, and like I said, I know y'all, my friends said, well, they not there when you're doing the videos, you by yourself. I say, yeah, I know that, but still this video is going to be published. So this video is going to be published. So I get extremely nervous anytime that this camera comes on. That's why I don't do the live videos for y'all. Like a lot of people can go live here and there, not while I'm doing stuff, because my brain is thinking and I'm trying to, you know, articulate the right words. And I do have a speech impediment, so that's why I'm not be like scrape, you know. So my brain is trying to articulate what I'm trying to say, but at the same time, I'm getting real nervous. So that's why y'all will be hearing me saying you guys a million times. So bear with me. And for the people that is annoyed by me saying that, then just don't watch my videos. I'm trying my best to do these videos, and I'm not perfect, but I get extremely nervous when this camera come on. So it's my brain thinking is either going to be a pause or you guys. So that's why I'm doing it. I'm not a professional. I didn't get trained in how to do public speaking and stuff like that. I've never did it. So when you're doing this, your brain is thinking and you're trying to articulate the words you want to say, and you know it's either that or you can freeze or however. So with no further ado, the bodysuit is coming along pretty good. So you will have to put darts. It is gonna need some darts in the back so that it don't have that collapse back here. So you see it's kind of wide, so we need to fix that. So 2 darts will go in the back so it don't have that. I will connect the sleeves. So I did have to cut about 3 inches off, and then this is the bias piece that I'm telling y'all about. So I'm gonna take this and I'm gonna sew this going all around the neck like a bias piece, instead of being a zipper. Y'all see how that's hanging? These 2 pieces is gonna hang in the back so I can tie it closed. So when I need to put this on, I can ask somebody, hey, can you please zip me? Can you please zip me? Versus me have to ask for that. I can just tie it in the back. So I'll show y'all that also when I put it on. But this is one of the outfits that I wanted to make. You know, not that I really be doing a whole lot, but it's like I get inspired by outfits, and I saw a Dolce & Gabbana leopard print bodysuit. So this is how I got inspired. And then that cape coat, remember the hat that I made. So this is all the stuff that I'm working on. I am finna do a bodysuit for one of my elite customers. Like I'm not taking orders, but my elite people been rocking with me for a long time, and I can't let them down. So she's going to a gala in December. So I will be making her this amazing bodysuit with this, you know, cape coat. So funny that she asked for one, because I just build the pattern for this, and all I got to do now is incorporate her measurements in it. When she give it to me, I put her measurements in it. So that's what's going on with the videos and my speech. But you know, a lot of people take these chances to criticize and talk about somebody. That's just what they do. They just go around and they find something, and you'll be shocked, because some people that do that, they be the most miserable people. And then, to be honest, if you turn the camera around, you wouldn't even want to look at some of these people, because not just their appearance, their whole attitude is nasty, but they get online and their whole goal is to bully. So I have a speech impediment, so that's why, you know, when I'm saying stuff and I got comfortable, you know what, I'm gonna say it, they'll know what I'm talking about. But some people get on here just to criticize. So that's I guess a defense mechanism, but it's hard for me to either I'm gonna go through a long pause, because my brain is thinking it's live, or I'm gonna say you guys. So if you don't like me saying you guys a million times, then don't watch my videos, because it's my brain be thinking, and I'm trying to get this stuff out, and I'm trying to share with the people like myself that want to showcase their talent. We're not perfect, and we're not in a perfect world, but somebody that will have the guts to even have a speech impediment to get on camera and kind of show these things. That's what I'm trying to, them the people I'm trying to reach. I'm not trying to reach the speech therapist and the critic. So y'all go somewhere else and criticize and judge somebody's speech and how they talk and how they look and how their body look. You know, go somewhere else with that, okay? So with that being said, guys, you guys have an awesome day. And yes, I said it again. And thanks for watching. But this is the dry fitting. But now y'all see how it's going to come together. That's the key to a bodysuit. If you notice, I had no pulling because I did the measurements correct. So that's why I wanted y'all to know that. Thanks for watching. Toodles.